Who wants to supersize their business as slow as molasses in January? No one. I can't think of a single business owner that has ever told me they want to build their business more slowly than they are already. Usually it's just the opposite. We work with people that want to grow and build and supersize their business as quickly as possible. Now, there are stages, there's times in our business where we need to step back, take a deep breath, slow down, and put things in place in order to jump to the next level. But that doesn't have to be fast or slow. And fast and slow is relative, right? It's up to you to decide what's fast and what's slow. There are some things I think we need to consider, and whether you do that quickly or slowly is up to you. Decision making. What processes and systems you use for decision making is entirely up to you. But depending on the types of decisions, sometimes we need to take a step back, do more research, get more information before we make a decision to move forward in different areas and aspects of our business as well as our lives. We want to focus on results, the results we get and the outcomes we get for our business based on the outcome and the results that we get for the people that we serve. We also want to pay attention to how do things make us feel. If something's making us feel stressed out or irritated or negative in any way, we need to ask ourselves, what else is going on here that's causing us to feel that way? Because there's a lot of belief in the business and entrepreneurial and world at large that we have to be afraid, that we have to be stressed out and hustle and grind in order to create what we want in the world. And I used to believe that too. When I was younger, I thought if I slowed down at all, I was going to fall behind in my corporate career or in one of my businesses. And the truth is, it was just the opposite. Sometimes I needed to take a step back, slow down, recharge my batteries, clear my thinking so I knew how to take the next step forward. And I suspect that's probably true for most of us human beings, right? We can go, but at some point we're going to hit a wall and we're going to have to stop and regroup. I found that with a huge health challenge. I found it with other challenges as well. Sometimes businesses would fail. I know, hard to admit, but true. Or I would make the wrong decision or the wrong choice and cause huge negative impacts on that business. Now, with each mistake, I've learned to not do that again and to consider things that I might have forgotten to consider in that situation. But I'd say one of the areas where I am slow to move forward is in relationships, making sure that the relationships that I build with people are sound and they're based on common goals and values. We can work with all kinds of people in our life, but one of the most frustrating things we'll find is when we catch ourselves aligned with and working with the wrong people, whether it's the wrong partners, the wrong relationships in our personal life, the wrong customers that we're serving. And what happens is over time, we serve different customers, right? As our business is small and depending on the type of business we have, we'll serve one type of customers. But as we evolve and grow and build our business, we'll serve a different type of customer or higher level of customer in terms of their advancement and their success in a certain area. Hope that makes sense. If not, hit me up. As slow as molasses in January, this is an idiom that I've heard my entire life, maybe because I grew up in Wisconsin and it's darn tootin' cold in January, right? It's really, really cold. Sometimes I don't even want to go outside in January, but I do. So it just means, and the origin of it's unknown, but of course, thanks to Gone with the Wind and Scarlett O'Hara in 1941 telling Prissy that she was as slow as molasses in January, it stuck and took off. And again, I've heard it my entire life, mainly because I had a sister who was really pokey and slow. And so we actually called her the pokey little puppy, which is super funny. Because then now there's a book about that. Might have been before then, but she was always super duper pokey. She did everything at her own pace, right? And now it's really interesting because she's just the opposite. Now she's really fast paced, but as a little girl, she was super duper pokey and just kind of marched to the beat of her own drum, sort of like all of us did in my family. All right, that's our idiom for today, as slow as molasses in January. Love to know if you've heard this one or used this. I definitely use it on my kids sometimes, usually when we were getting ready for a family gathering or something or a holiday, especially Christmas morning, right? It was so hard to get the kids out of the house to go over to celebrate the holiday with the family. All right, have an awesome day. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow with another idiom. Bye. How you can use it with your business.